Hi, everybody. Welcome to the T2E community. This community was born out of a conversation that I had with another teacher turned entrepreneur, Autumn Richards, who has a business as a career coach for teachers transitioning out of the classroom and into corporate. And as we were having our conversation, uh, we were talking about how fulfilling it is and how awesome it is to have the opportunity to compare notes and experiences and strategies and really just talk about what that transition from teacher to entrepreneur has been like. And a few of the things that we kind of ended up touching on was the kind of the lack of community, honestly. That we go from the classroom where we have a lot of community. We don't necessarily get to be with all of our community. Like we don't necessarily get to spend as much time with our teacher besties or our teams and collaborate the way that we would like to. But we have that community. And then we transition out into entrepreneurship. And for a lot of us, that included some sort of coaching. And so then we're in these coaching programs and we're learning about business and we're learning about what type of entrepreneur we want to be, whether we want to be in course creation, whether we want to do career coaching, whether we want to do mindset coaching, whether we want to start our own teaching businesses. And again, we have a community. We have accountability and we have support and we have people that we can collaborate with and bounce ideas off of. And then we finish that and we launch our products or our services, and then we lose another community. So we were just kind of talking about, that shared experience that we both had, even though we've got different target audiences and we've got different products and services. But the one thing that we really had in common was the fact that we really missed that community. And even working from home. So she's got a job where she works from home. I believe it's with an ed tech company. Feel free to jump in, Autumn, if on this video and correct me there. But it can be kind of lonely. And sometimes as an entrepreneur, I know I have found it to be kind of hard to motivate myself to stay on task. I can always, in 5 more minutes, in 10 more minutes, or I'm just going to hop on my socials real quick. And then before I know it, I've lost a huge chunk of my like admin time of my working the back end of my business has gotten lost. And now I'm serving clients. But if I want to continue to serve clients, I need to be working on the back end of my business. So that was one of the places that she said would be really nice to have accountability, to be able to schedule like a co-working session. So like, okay, 10 a.m. from 10 to 11 on Monday and Thursday, I'm going to have focused work time on my business. And then anybody else who has that same availability in their calendar, we can schedule time to work together. We'll meet up in one of these live meeting groups that's here available in the community. Turn off our cameras, turn off our mics, but we're showing up for each other so that way we know to show up for ourselves. Kind of the same model as having a workout buddy, but I guess we're having a work-in buddy. I don't know. Can that be a thing? We have a co-working buddy to make sure that we are showing up for ourselves and for our businesses and able to be as productive as we can be, and not let that time kind of bleed out into other areas. And that's kind of what tends to happen to me is I crave my alone time. And so sometimes when I get my alone time, I will sort of soak up rest and I'll soak up working in my hobbies. And then I end up working later in the day than I wanted to. So that was one of the things that would be really helpful for me having a community like this, which is why I decided to just go ahead and create it. The other thing that I love about having a community is the ability to collaborate and brainstorm together, the ability to use our shared experiences to help each other think through things. So that way we can share systems that have worked for us, or talk about, different products that are online. Do you like Kajabi? Do you like HubSpot? Does anybody have experience with having their own app? Or do you prefer Zoom or Google Meet or MailChimp versus ConvertKit? Those types of things. And we can learn a lot from each other for free just by having an opportunity to have conversations. And so while this group isn't, entirely free, it's a whole lot cheaper than paying for coaching. And I know as a teacher, I always felt like my best professional development came for other teachers. And I have to say, after being out of the classroom, I'm now in my 4th year of business as a private practice teacher. That is still true. Like, I have built a community of other teachers that I have helped come into self-employment. And still to this day, my best PD is other teachers. When we get together for our group and we talk about what's working in our business and what's not working in our business, yeah, I created the course, but the brilliant teachers that I work with have found ways to make it even better and better and better. They have come up with ideas. They're still building their businesses or at various stages of building their businesses, and there's new products coming available. And so, and we're going to have somebody talking about Card. When I built my first website, it was a WordSpace site or a WordPress site. Now I'm on Wix. And soon we're going to be learning about Card. So there's new products that are constantly coming available. And so being able to have a community that you can talk about, it will just help us all to make more informed choices, and we can ask those kinds of questions. Even if it comes to like further coaching, if we had a great coaching program, we can ask each other about it. If we had a horrible coaching experience, we can talk about that too. And so that's why I was really excited when Autumn and I had this conversation, and she said, I would just love to have a co-working community. I thought, you know what? I would too. I really would. And to have it at a price point that is affordable and something that I can maintain. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's tens. It's not even really tens of dollars, that could easily fit into the budget and provide so much value as to be able to provide professional development for each other. And that's kind of was my whole like thought process behind creating this community, was just so that way we could have that. And I love community. I love all of my teacher friends, and I love the time that I get to spend with other teacher entrepreneurs. It excites me about my business. It invigorates me and feeds me and helps me to keep going. And that's what I hope that this community will be able to do for other people, other teacher entrepreneurs. So welcome to the Teacher Entrepreneur. I would like to have these teacher socials on a fairly regular basis, which would just be kind of like grab your favorite beverage, whatever it is, and we can hang out, and I'll throw out some topics, or if you have some topics, some of the things that we have enjoyed in the past, because I have done teacher socials in the past in like my Facebook group, or even just in my Jumpstart group, we've had teacher socials, and we just talk about like our favorite student stories, the dumb policies that some of our educational leaders had come up with that were stupid, just different things that had to do with our own experiences, and kind of got to see how shared those experiences were. So that's the whole idea behind the teacher social. And it just gives us a chance to kind of get to know each other in a really low pressure way, without really any agenda other than to just meet some other teachers, some other teacher entrepreneurs, and hopefully find your new teacher bestie who can kind of help you on this next journey into your professional teacher and entrepreneurial life. All right, that's all I have for you. I look forward to getting to know a lot more teachers, teacher entrepreneurs, and for us to grow together. And thanks for watching. Bye.